Yeah. Chug, 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 chug.
No, I really don't have energy drinks often, but I'm like, I got to get fired up for this episode. Episode 2. Why don't I have them often?
No, what kind is that?
Oh, it's Rain, the only one that we consume here at the Athletes Podcast. Thanks to our boy Liam Gummo and Monster Energy. Cool, getting us all jazzed up, ready to go for episode 2. Micaiah, are you ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even need an energy drink. I'm so fired up. Let's go.
I know. Now that we're on, welcome to the 2-minute warning, where we break down the hottest topics in sports culture, the drama, the wins, and the moments everyone's talking about. We've got 2 minutes for each of today's 6 topics, and if we need it, we can hit the overtime button for 1 extra minute on the biggest story.
Hell yeah. Let's get into it. Oh, I'm Micaiah.
And I'm Dave. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Micaiah, here it is. Messi or Ronaldo? Who's better?
Messi. That's it. I don't know a lot about soccer. Never played, never really got into it. But the only person I know who might be more famous than Taylor Swift is Messi.
I don't know if I agree with that statement. Cristiano Ronaldo, Saudi Arabia, Prince, spending hundreds of millions, billions of dollars on this individual. I got to say, listen, Messi has done an amazing job with Miami. They are playing for the finals of the MLS at this weekend. And don't get me wrong, incredible Messi fan, but I think Cristiano's got that extra layer. He's got the looks that the ladies love as well, so I think that plays
really
a factor.
Ties into the sport,
yeah,
right?
For sure. Hey, listen, I didn't say who. You're right. Who's better? You're right. Okay, carried away there. I was talking about who's better. Who's I don't know. I guess
who's
maybe
better at soccer, football, or who's better looking.
I guess I should have read the question properly. Messi's probably better at soccer, but Cristiano's got the take overall. Look at the Instagram followers. I think it's just that's where we're going.
Fair enough. But if we're going strictly by sport, we're going Messi all day. All day.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll listen. I should probably read the questions better. Question 2. Has social media, and this actually leads perfectly into question 2.
This is a good segue.
Shout out to Ethan for making these questions. Has social media made athletes better or ruined sports culture?
Okay. I think, bottom line, it's made sports better. I think the cool thing about social media, I think it is a double-edged sword. You can use it can be a benefit and it can be a curse. We've seen that time and time again. But I think the cool thing about social media is like you get to see these athletes' personalities outside of their playing field or ice or whatever it is. You get to see their personality. You get to see what they do. You get to see what they care about. You get to have empathy with what they go through too. And I think that's what really connects people to teams and like helps people resonate, and it's relatable in certain extents. But on the other side of that, I do think that social media can be a double-edged sword. Like you've seen it with, I don't know, an athlete will do something, say something, and then that's all you see in the media if it's a negative thing, right? Whereas back in the day, which I wasn't there for, you wouldn't hear about the things they were doing on a Saturday night. But now that everyone has a cell phone, the bad can be ugly, and especially with AI and all that stuff too. But I think bottom line, social media has been a benefit, and I think it's been a great way to grow sport in general.
I'm going to go specific with the question here because it asks, has it made athletes better or ruined sports culture? This is a tough one. I think I'm going to say yes to both. Yes, it's made athletes better, but yes, it's also ruined sports culture. And I have a prime example, Micaiah, because you just brought it up. Saturday nights. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I believe that's how you say his name correctly, of the Buffalo Sabres, got lit up in Pittsburgh, then proceeded to make his way down to the old pub where he put down a couple pints, I'm pretty sure. Either way, that was recorded and then made a massive impact on social media. We're hitting the overtime button on this one because it's OT, because, this was a post-game thing. And, Ukko got lit up, UPK, and that happens as a goalie. I can relate. And sometimes, you need to get after it after a game like that. And you got to forget about getting lit up. Now, some are saying that the Buffalo Sabres have no accountability within their organization. I don't know how I feel about this whole situation because, as a goalie, I'm like, man, I got to let loose if I get lit up. But I also, hey, we can't be going out and getting after it after we get lit up in a game, you got to have some balance. So Sabres organization, tough situation. We'll leave that one at that.
Take it easy on the puns.
There was
too many G's.
There was a stray there for sure. But I think, yes, it's made athletes better with the exchange of information and knowledge, but it's also ruined sports culture for that reason.
But Do you remember back in the day? They're slamming pints, win or loss. We just never saw it.
I know,
Yes.
I know. That's what I mean. And it's
Sure.
like, for sure, you've got like, I don't know. It's a tough
Right?
one. It's a tough
Yeah.
one. It's a
Okay.
tough one.
Well, fair.
I think there's it's society now is more individualized to just in
Yeah.
general. We don't spend as much time together with people, and hopefully that changes over time. Third question, Mick. We're getting off topic.
Yep.
What athlete changed their sport the most in the last 20 years?
Okay. My girl Simone.
Really?
All day.
Tell me why.
Okay. Simone Biles, obviously the most decorated gymnast in gymnastics history. But not only, I think the cool thing is like she didn't just change it like the culture of the sport. She literally changed rules within the sport because no other athlete could even physically perform the moves that she did. Like I can't even imagine. I can't even do a backflip. Like like actually change the rules and then the scoring because she's made a sport so much more difficult and then to have moves and sequences named after her. She actually physically changed the whole rules of the game and then or the sport in itself, and then on top of that, because of that, it became like people were trying to recreate these moves and these passes that she was doing, but no one could do it. She actually made the she completely changed the rules within the sport. And also I want to segue into the culture of it too, because she was the first one that pulled out of Tokyo for a mental health reason.
Mm.
And she took her mental health as a big priority. And I think that was like during COVID, right after COVID, right? So like she completely changed that front as well and made kind of just completely opened the conversation to prove that you can literally be the best in the world and like still take care of your mental health and have to choose what's best for you.
I love it. I rate it. I completely agree with your answer. We got one female from Mick. I'm going to go with the male side with someone else who also changed their sport. Guy by the name of Steph Curry. Wardell, who has won a couple championships in large part because of his ability to shoot the three-pointer. And I coach junior boys basketball at high school right now, and I can confirm this because every goddamn player who plays the sport of basketball now wants to shoot a damn three. They want to hit the half court, Steph Curry. They want to hit the shot wherever it's coming from. It doesn't matter. They don't want to take a nice, easy 2-point layup right there. It's, gone are those days. You want to talk about the old days? Having a slam dunk, gone. Three-pointers. Steph Curry. He has absolutely changed the game. I can confidently say from a basketball standpoint, the sport will never be the same because Steph Curry changed it about a decade and a half ago now. Guys, shout out to him. Legend.
Okay.
Do you agree?
I can respect that, absolutely.
Okay. You look.
We'll take him in the male category. We take Simone in the female. That's okay. Simone's with.
Okay. Number four, folks. What's one sports take you believe that everybody else hates?
I might need you to start with this one because I was brewing up a few.
I was having some issues with this one too. I'm not gonna lie. Here's what I think. Maybe I'll,
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
all athletes. I don't even know what I'm saying. We need to like Google this one or something. Maybe
Okay,
ask ChatGPT.
I had a few. Can you reread the question specifically?
Yeah.
I just want to be sure.
What's one sports take you believe that everybody else hates?
Okay. I have two that get me really heated.
Okay, let's go. Let's see where I stand on them.
Okay. Number one is comparing and saying this, for example, Wayne Gretzky and Connor McDavid. This is something I find really, really interesting. The great one. Okay, yes. But if he were to be on the ice in the same, okay, if we were to put Connor McDavid and Wayne Gretzky, same age, same skill set of their time on the ice, Connor McDavid would have 400 points and be skating laps from Mr. Wayne, right?
Yeah.
Give or take. Gretzky unbelievable, right? Greatest of his time. Mm-hmm. Davo, greatest of this time. I hate that people compare. You literally cannot compare the sport. Like you can't compare the player in different eras. Like you just can't because it's come so far. The sports have come so far.
Yeah, comparison.
But then again, you can be like that he was the greatest of his time. McDavid's the greatest of this time. But if you can't put them in the same time. And that's why I find it really hard. You can obviously respect the history and everything, but when people are like, oh yeah, well, one's better than the other. You can't per se be like, you can't say that. Like, one was the best of their time and one was the best of this time. But a lot of people try to compare that. That's
That's
like one of
actually
my first hot takes.
that's a good one. I actually I would agree with that. It's a tough, like, the comparison piece. I think that's what you're like. What's one
Yeah.
sports take? It's like comparing greats,
Yeah.
comparing greatest of all time. And it's
Yeah.
like even last week with our episode of LeBron versus MJ. It's like it's a tough thing to do. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're both incredible, arguably the best to ever do it, one and two. But
Yeah.
you know, you can't really compare. They weren't on the court at the same time.
Yeah. You just can't.
What's your other one?
Okay, this one.
It's juicy.
Hashtag nails when you play through an injury.
Ooh.
You like like broken leg finishes the pass or torn ACL finishes the rep. Concussion goes back out, makes the what the what I don't know where the line is where it's like you're an absolute idiot and the supporting staff putting someone else back out when they have a concussion or like where's
Yeah.
the line? I know like playing through injury is a given. Like sport is injury. That happens. You can't prevent it. That is part of it. But at what point do we say like okay, like you have a broken wrist. maybe you shouldn't play the next 6 games just because X, Y, and Z. Like, where does the line start and stop with that?
My line might be different than yours on this one because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at Kyle Palmieri. A couple days ago, that guy, what was busted in his leg? Everything, and he still made that incredible assist, arguably goal of the year candidate from a play standpoint. Here's the thing. If you can still play, if you can still be arguably an impactful player on that ice surface, court, field, wherever you're playing, and you're better than the next guy below you, and your injury isn't like life-threatening or gonna career-ending afterwards, I'm all for being nails and playing through that stuff because it's next man up mentality. If you are not able to compete at the best of your abilities, or if you are struggling, if there's someone else who could be better than you, that you're actually costing your team the game, then by no means should you be playing. But if you are like the best goalie and the next best goalie is going to be doing worse than you even while you're injured and only have one eye, like, you're playing that game.
Yeah, when you have one eye, for sure. That's... I've had a really hard time with this, but I'm like, because personally, I've like broken my collarbone, got a surgery 5 weeks later, I was on the ice again at Nationals. Yeah. So I'm like, do I regret this down the line? But in the moment, of course you wouldn't. Mm-hmm. But it's like, at what point... Especially, I think more specific to the concussions.
That's where I would draw the line.
That's where I draw the line
because
too.
that's impacting the rest of your life.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people that don't take that stuff seriously enough. And I'd say overtime, hammer it again twice. It's take care of your body and double down that on your mental health, whether it's both from a physical brain keeping care of it, but also
Sure.
Cool. I think that was good. Those were 2 hot long takes, but we got good editors. Number 5, what sport doesn't belong in the Olympics?
Oh, we have a given here. Breakdancing.
Oh, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh, what were you thinking? Other than race walking?
I was being sarcastic, Mick. It was definitely... race walking, my boy Evan Dunphy. Gold medal. We can't be...
Gabe, despite having your bro, Evan, what's your hot take on race walking?
Listen, I would love to see you and I at some point race walk down the street with Evan. That guy,
episode 50.
So maybe, honestly, we can make it happen at any point. He's legit. Yeah. We did the BMO 10K.
Yeah.
I had he race walks faster than I can run.
Really?
Yeah. He did a marathon faster than I ran my marathon, Mick. So I can't
insane.
I can't chirp it.
Do you think there's more longevity in race walking because there's not as much impact?
I don't know because the way that they have to move their body, like if you see the way they manipulate their hips to make sure that feet are contacting, it's like,
right?
Yeah. Definitely some quirky back issues potentially afterwards. I don't know.
That's all this Shakira hips don't lie race walking. Like you
Yeah,
watch that in slow mo.
Shakira. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah,
Okay.
what I want to say yes, dancing is sport, but there has to be some regulations around breakdancing. Well, why breakdancing? Who
I
was
think
just like, let's fight for this?
I think it's gone. I think it's already been
Yeah, it's
eliminated,
already
and I
sea
think it's
Olympic.
good for good reason
You
because
know, I did some research on this topic because I was like, what were the craziest events in the Olympics?
yeah.
They used to have live pigeon shooting.
Shut up.
1900s. Yeah.
What?
As you can imagine, they'd release some pigeons. You had who could shoot them the
Who
fastest.
won?
You
Who?
could imagine that ended pretty fast. I don't know who won, but I'm sure he has a title somewhere.
Okay, well, guess down below who you think won the pigeon shooting in
Should
the
we bring
Olympics.
back pigeon shooting in the Olympics?
Pigeon shooting or breakdancing, which would you prefer? Let us know down below. Okay, yeah, yeah, number 6 to wrap up episode 2 here of the 2-minute warning. Team USA or Team Canada? Who has the better hockey players?
Really?
Coming from the source, having
Come
trained.
on. This isn't even a competition. Like, I swear. Well, it is, obviously. But not to be biased because I'm Canadian, but, like, Canada. Every legend that has ever been a legend and walking through that Hockey Hall of Fame, man. Literally.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, we can look at medal standpoint, obviously, but Canada has the better hockey players. Canada has the better hockey team. Canada has the legacy, the names, the heart. Where should we begin?
I'll just hit the retweet button on that. Honestly, like it's. I mean, we've proved it last year. We've proved it for over the past few decades. We've like the totals. It's. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you said, it is a competition. The U.S. has put up a good fight as of late, but
Very true.
There's always been and there always will be a clear better hockey nation, and that is Team Canada. They continue to produce the best. Shout out to our nation, the Canadians. They'll continue to put up numbers here. Hopefully the Olympics happen. We'll see. I don't know. That stadium looks a little dicey there in Italy right now.
Dicey, but fingers crossed.
The Italians crushing a little too much vino at lunch, not getting their work done, eh?
All vino for breakfast, vino for snack time, vino for lunch.
Predictions for the Olympics, top 3. Should we wrap up the episode that way?
Okay. Yeah.
Hockey? What do you think? Thanks, Mick.
Really?
Canada, USA, Sweden.
I think in that order. I would like to see Canada, Sweden.
No, I want to see a Canada-US final. I think that'd be sick.
I mean, that's, when it comes to that, yes, we want that final, but also get a market.
I know, it is stressful, for sure.
Just
Stressful, too. But, I mean, man, this, like...
The rivalry is needed, and I think that's what fuels this great nation of ours. We love the rivalry.
We love it. We love getting dubs.
We do. We love getting dubs.
Hey, this is the second episode of the 2-minute warning. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Hey, drop some questions down below with your hot takes of what you think we should cover next week in the 2-minute warning. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Thank you. Ciao.